items. And so I would remind everyone before we get started that because of open meetings law, we will make sure that this meeting is recorded. And then we also want to make sure that we have a complete list of all attendees. And so I'll offer up to Desiree. Desiree, is there any attendees that you don't know their numbers or you may not see?
No, I'm all set. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I will remind everyone to please keep their phones muted until it's their time to speak to cut down on the background noise. And with that, we will turn it over to our board chair, Mr. Herbert Bellin.
Thank you, Mr. General Manager. Let's go to page 20, item number 3. We're going to start there.
All right.
And item number 3.
So item number 3, Mr. Chairman, is a claim against the Liability Academy Reserve Fund. This is based off of a property damage and personal injury. This has been reviewed with the Corporation Counsel for the City of Buffalo, as well as recommended by our General Counsel for a final settlement in the amount of $10,000. That is in the best interest of both parties. Again, this has been reviewed and recommended.
Item number 4.
Mr. Chairman, item number 4 is authorization to purchase new access control software, doors, and equipment under a New York State contract. Minuteman Security submitted a quote in the amount of $53,009.56. We're going to get 7 doors along with the software. The doors are going into the mega structure, the maintenance building, the sewer maintenance building, and city hall offices. So the parents went to increase our security a bit. Due to time constraints, the board was pulled on August 16th, and we recommend formally ratifying this authorization.
Item number 5.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. This is Alex Emerson. Item number 5 is an extension for the contract for our uniforms. This is for our current fiscal year, 24-25. Due to time constraints, the board was polled in August, and this item is to formally ratify our uniform contract extension for July through June of 25.
Okay, good morning, Alex. Thanks for letting me do security. They told me they got to give Alex a call.
I said let all the board members in, and if there are any others, please let me know.
Yeah, you know, hey, you were my juice today, man. So thank you.
Uh-oh.
Item number 6.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Lorenzoni. This item is authorization to purchase a Camel Max 1200 combination sewer cleaner. Due to time constraints, the board was polled August 16th, 2024 on this. This is off the Sourcewell contract. The contract price was $524,601, but we got a $25,000 discount buying the demo truck from the company. And I mean, the demo truck is brand new, which was nice. So it's like we got a $25,000 discount on this. So the total cost will be $499,601. Myself, my assistant superintendent reviewed this and recommended its approval.
Item number 7.
Item number 7, Mr. Chairman, is the authorization to purchase a vehicle under the Onondaga contract. This is a 2024 F550 XL Super Cab. This is with the service body on the back. This is for one of our construction crews. At a total cost of $94,995.40. Myself and my head motor mechanic reviewed this and recommended its approval.
Item number 8.
Item number 8, Mr. Chairman, is a blanket order approval for our field engineering services to support our Emerson Ovation DCS, our distributed control system. This board item is for to add in $150,000 to the blanket order for this task for Emerson Control for a total amount not to exceed $185,000. And this will be for the time frame October 1st through June 30th of 2025 for their maintenance agreement. This has been reviewed and recommended for approval.
Okay, item number 9.
Morning, Mr. Chairman. This is Paul Harris. I'll be presenting items 9 through 10. Item number 9 is a door inspection and preventative maintenance service contract for exterior and interior doors. It's a report on bids received. 24-hour door national came in with the lowest bid at $113,500. This has been reviewed and recommended for approval.
Item number 10.
Item number 10, Mr. Chairman, is authorization to enter into agreement for professional services with Erie Community Colleges, Erie Community College to provide millwright training. It's a comprehensive skill enhancement training program for our millwrights. And this will be for the fiscal year of 2024 to 2025 at a cost not to exceed $91,000. It's been reviewed and recommended for approval.
Item number 11.
Item number 11, Mr. Chairman, is authorization to enter into agreement with ECC as well to provide enhanced training to our instrument technicians for the fiscal year 2024, 2025 at a cost not to exceed $75,000. It's been reviewed and recommended for approval.
3. Item number 12.
Item number 12, Mr. Chairman, is change order number 2 to Erdman Anthony's term agreement. This is an amount of $26,000 and is for additional design and coordination services for the Fruit Belt Sewer Project.
And the supplemental item.
Supplemental item 12.1 is our fund balance designation. The auditors from Gresham Millette are wrapping up their audit. The highlights of this are that total fund balance has increased to $41,258,994. And working with Cheryl Colston, we've decided to up our reserve for loss contingencies from $2 million to $4 million. That will give us approximately $5 million with our liability and casualty fund to cover any sort of lawsuits or claims. And we also have $20.5 million for capital projects for next year, which is twice as much as we had last year.
Last year, yeah, a little bigger amount.
So we recommend approval of this item.
Great work. Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Thank you, board.
Yeah.
If we would, I'm going to turn it over to our program management team, so they can give us kind of a progress update on what we have going on. Eddie?
Yes.
And stop sharing. It's all yours.
Well, thank you, OJ. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With me here, members of our program management team, the capital projects program management team. I have Nadia Mbisha from Arcadis and Jamie Davidson from JMB. In our program team, we have several other firms, some are local, some are more national, but they're not all here. We're only 3 here. OJ and Rosie asked us to present to you some of the progress that we've done so far since you approved our contracts last year.
It's been a full year.
It's been almost 2 years. All right, so in our short presentation today, we will go over an overview of what the capital projects program management team does and some of our accomplishments. And then we'll also talk to you about our planned work for next year. So here's a breakdown of our program. We have broken it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, move that. That's me. That's me. Thanks.
So we've broken our program into several portfolios. This is just for the ease of managing the program. Thanks, Soji. So with several portfolios, notable among this, the general program management, this is how we run our program and we set up the rules and everything for running the program. You also notice in here that we have the collection systems project where we will be putting several projects that BSA would like to carry out. We also have projects in the facilities and in the upline stations and also funding. So we also supporting BSA and soliciting and managing grants and loans. So this is our initial program goals. When we started the program, we had a 6-month plan, and most of the focus on the first 6 months was to set up the program, set up the parameters for governing the program, and we also started setting up our CIP development and also grants and loans. It's important that we started that early. We also will be supporting DSA on preparing preliminary engineering reports for several priority projects that were identified. So these were our goals when we started the first 6-month goals. One of the items that's in a 6-month goal that you'll see there is the program management plan. So the program management plan, what is it? It's basically how we run the program. So it has several sections in it: risk management, quality management, communication, how we document and make sure that all the products that we produce are documented and stored safely. Team organization and governance. So this is just a document that spells out how we run the program. We also started on the collection systems. We're on track to meet regulatory deadlines. We've produced about 8 preliminary engineering reports that have been submitted to EC and EFC. Some of the priority SPP projects, these are sewer patrol point projects. Jenny Davison's team leads that. They are almost at 60% design, so we're progressing very well. Some of the larger offline storage tank projects are at 30% design, and we've made significant progress in planning for next year's projects already, so we are on track to meet those regulatory deadlines. We've also submitted applications to New York State, and we've also started carrying out the sewer maintenance training program. This is one of the projects that we've taken on at the South Buffalo Pump Station. We've completed a condition assessment. What is needed there? There's some rehabilitation needs. We've identified those and we've started detailed design of those rehabilitation needs.
Are those needs also included in the grants that you're writing? The previous one?
The grants are mainly focused on the collection systems.
Okay.
But we're not ruling anything out. If there's a grant available that can help support some of this work, then we're including those as well.
Okay.
Another project that we've taken on is the raw wastewater, settled wastewater pump stations. We've conducted a complete condition assessment there. We've identified the needs. And what we've done is we've made a plan for packaging the work that needs to be done into smaller bite-size that contractors can then take on. So it's feasible for everyone. And we're doing detailed designing on this project. All right, with that, I will hand you over to Nadia, and she's gonna walk us through the next few slides.
Okay.
Yeah, so as Eddie mentioned, the program management team is actively looking for financial resources to help fund the various ongoing projects. So for the Quincy Clean Waters, we applied for state funding. We also applied for the Green Resiliency Grant to fund green infrastructure projects. That was 10 million that we applied for. We're also in the process of applying for EPA Community Change Grant. So that would be 20 million that would go to fund green infrastructure projects. And for that specific grant, BSA funds to partner with Open Buffalo as a community partner. So on that chart, so you see the IEP listing, so how much funding we're looking for and how much has been awarded in terms of loans and grants. So the grant bar hasn't increased, but we're waiting for one grant from DEC.
Can you explain that, because I can't see as well, what does the light blue represent and what does the dark?
So the dark blue represent how much as of May 2024, when the program started applying for grants. And then the light blue represent what we applied for and how much has been awarded between May and August 2024. Yeah, we're also developing an Airtable to help track various funding opportunities on the state level and federal level so that BSA can maximize their opportunities. And also to help streamline decision-making and make sure that the program management team approach is aligned with the BSA, we've conducted a number of workshops. So those include the community engagement workshop and community benefits. We've also had program controls to help align tracking of cost schedule and reporting. And we've also had an asset management workshop, and which is really to help BSA become aware of asset management best practices and optimize assets and also its usefulness. So speaking of asset management, that workshop served twofold. So one is obviously to help optimize asset performance and also useful life, but also New York State DEC is implementing asset management requirements, which may eventually become regulatory mandates. And so to help BSA be at the forefront of those regulations, we've this approach to asset management. So the first one would be to conduct a gap analysis to see where BSA is at and develop a roadmap to get BSA to the desired state and perform condition assessment pilots. And then we'll develop asset management plans for various assets, and also that will help guide the ongoing improvements and also the capital improvement plan. And so you may ask yourself, what is asset management? It's really knowing what BSA owns, the conditions in which those assets are in, the consequence of failure, and from there you can know where do I need to focus my investment and time and efforts.
When was our last evaluation? This might not be your answer, Chuck, and I know we talked about it before, the assessment of our buildings or.
Like a inventory,
Yeah,
it's been some time.
it's been some time.
And so we're hoping to leverage what the DEC is kind of starting to put in place.
And compare notes with them to find out if we probably need to do a different appraisal as we're okay. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's good. Yeah, so it's definitely good that BSA is establishing the management plan now.
Okay.
That way, we're set for any regulation that may come down the road.
Great.
And also we do recognize that everything we're doing is really to serve the people of Buffalo and to make Buffalo more resilient. And so through our collaboration efforts with BSA, we've established a mission and vision for the Queen City Clean Waters program. And that mission and vision is to help guide our decision making and ensure that it's inspiring our actions. And also it's helping foster long-term partnerships that will eventually generate long-term economic benefits. And so I won't necessarily read the vision and mission word by word, but that's really going to be our North Star. And we do acknowledge the historic significance of this investment. And our goal is to help BSA, the people of Buffalo and the city to embrace this vision and mission and see it through.
How have the collaboration with employees been working for you? I know you're here a lot. How has that gone?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been going great, and also I believe that the goal of those workshops too that I mentioned earlier is so that all the stakeholders are in the room and they're being engaged and they're being engaged and we're collaborating as we come up with different decision making that we're taking. Yeah.
Just curiosity, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great, I think.
Good.
And so, as we get the community engagement accomplishments off the ground, we do recognize that we need ambassadors and strong voices in the community. And so we're in the process of creating a community advisory committee. We've invited various members of the community to join this committee, and we're receiving responses through the end of the month. And also, as we get the community engagement efforts off the ground, we do recognize that we need to know where the community is at and how does the community like to be engaged. And so we've invested in conducting online surveys, informed surveys. So far, we've the 131 online surveys completed, and we've conducted 600 phone calls to really gauge how does the community receive information. Are they aware of BSA services and the Twin City Twin Waters initiative? And so the phone survey results are being finalized and they can be shared with the board as well once we receive them. And also we're on track. I know that we've conducted various community engagement efforts and activities, but we do recognize that the brand is not widely recognized. So we're having a brand launch on October 15th at Freedom Park, and various members of the community will be invited and elected officials as well.
Great.
So these are pictures of the different community engagement events that we've been to.
Is that Art Hall down there?
Yeah, it's a Art Hall and OJ. And Scott.
I
too.
recognize those pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've attended Juneteenth. Art Hall is on a weekly basis at Clean Sweeps. We also attend Salt Roll, University United Festival, and National Night Out.
Oh, yeah, I did see you on National Night Out.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will pass it up to Jamie to discuss the next one.
Okay.
So obviously, we've done a lot of work in 2024, but we're also thinking ahead to next year and what work is needed in 2025. The focus of this slide is really the collection system work. So I did have a slide up earlier that was similar to this, but it showed the 2024 projects. This slide is all the projects that are planned for 2025 and beyond, or like 2025 and 2026. So we've already started to look at those. We've kind of done a cursory review. We'll be meeting with Rosie in the near future to talk about them. And we are going to next year start progressing these to 30% design. In addition, the projects that are currently underway, the 2024 sewer control plant projects, all of those have to finish design by October 24. So we are working, my team is working on getting those to a bid-ready construction site. So we are packaging those in 3 construction projects. So those will be bid later in 2025 for construction in 2026, so that we can maintain compliance with the long-term control plan deadlines that have been agreed upon. In addition, the offline storage tanks that have been started by Eddie's team and Nadia's team, those will be going out for further design. We will be engaging other consultants through the RFP process to get those designed and keep those moving along. And we'll keep working on state funding applications, as Nadia has talked about, and also the sewer maintenance training. We actually kicked that off this week with Joe Renzoni's crew. They're doing it right now down the street here. So we have a training program planned throughout the end of 25 to work with the whole crews and also with specifically the factor and sewer cleaning crews to try to improve their knowledge and make sure that they have the tools that they need to do their jobs correctly.
Knowledge and tools is very important. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, so just, I guess in summary, we wanted just to mention, so the things that we've done in just in this past really 6 months, we've got the program really up and set up and ready and on the ground going. We've been working on the priority collection system projects, but also the plant projects, the raw wastewater, settle wastewater, and South Buffalo pump station. So we've done a lot in a short period of time, and we look forward to continuing on with you next year.
And we do too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Great accomplishment. Thank you.
Well, again, thank you guys very much for the presentation. We will now conclude our caucus and we'll jump right back into our board meeting. We thank everybody for being present with us. And we will see everyone at the board meeting as we enter. Thank you.